with all the negative news about NXT, particularly the training down in NXT from Bill DeMott. I decided it's time to bring you guys something positive about NXT, and that being the number 267 episode review. Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason, aka J Bone, the Rambling About Wrestling podcast. Um, yeah, lots of negativity in the news, but they kicked out another great episode, so let's jump right into it. It starts out where Alex Riley, he's pretty pissed off. He's he's had it with Kevin Owens, and he wants a piece of him pretty bad. And he's in the office with Regal and tells him, um, it's time to set up a match. And Regal's like, um, you need to think twice about this. You need to think long and hard about this. This is not just something I'm just going to give you. Um, if and when you decide to do this, um, I'll give you the match when you're ready. So, so yeah, Alex Riley's got something to think about. But then we see, and I'll just continue with that storyline, and I'll jump into the rest of the matches. Though later we see Owens come out to the commentary table, and he's kind of standing over Alex Riley, and the rest of the guys are like, "Hey, just focus. You got a match to call here. All right, just ignore him." Well, Owens reaches over him, grabs his water, drinks it, and then proceeds to dump it on his head. and Riley, it's like, Riley's you forget, he's had the suit on for so long commentating. You forget how big he is. When he stood up, he really towered over Kevin Owens. It was kind of interesting. I mean, Kevin Owens is bigger than me, but Riley is significantly taller than Owens. So yeah, that was funny. He got up out of his chair, and Kevin backed down, and he didn't look intimidated or anything, but he backed down and just kind of walked away like, he did what he wanted to do, piss him off, So yeah, and with that being done, I think Riley has made up his mind. He certainly wants a match, and then later went to Regal again and told him to make the match between him and Parker, CJ Parker. He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass first. So next week we're probably gonna see a pretty good match between Riley and Parker. It'll be great to see Riley in the ring again. We haven't seen him in the ring in years, and I think there was some politics behind why that happened, but I'm not going to get into that now. But yeah, the matches that went on, it was a match between, the first one was, it was all right. It was Adam Rose versus Tyler Breeze. And Tyler Breeze came out winning this one. What was interesting about this is Adam Rose has been getting darker and darker with his, actions on the main roster, but then comes back to NXT and gets like a huge, response, a huge pop. So it's kind of funny how they did that. But it was a pretty good match. So it's kind of hard to tell what they're going to do with, Adam Rose. Are they still going to do the heel thing in the main roster, or are they gonna keep him down at NXT now? I don't know. I honestly wish they never got rid of his Leo Kruger character. I really enjoyed that. So who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do with him? The next match was Blake and Murphy, tag champs, versus Angelo Dawkins and Sawyer Fulton. Two guys you have not seen on TV a lot. Apparently, at house shows, these two have been in some kind of stable with a few other guys from the NXT roster that haven't been on TV either. It's something they're doing at house shows to, build a small following, test them out in front of a house crowd. But this guy, this tag team of Dawkins and Fulton reminded me a lot of the old Steiner brothers because it had that old collegiate look to them with the headgear and, what they were wearing. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, this match had a lot better flow to it than Blake and Murphy's match with the former tag champs at the last big show they had. That was kind of a stinker. Surprising, though. It shouldn't have been. They had a few botches, and it just kind of, took away from how good the match should have been. This match was a lot better. I'm not sure why. Maybe they just slowed it down a little bit, but nonetheless, a great match. Tag champs came out on top, and the next match was a squash match from from Baron Corbin versus jobber by the name of Tony Briggs. That was quick, but not painless for Briggs. We then went to the segment with, Owens was going after Riley. But we covered that earlier, so I won't go over that again. Then there was they did an interview with Sami Zayn being home in Canada, and he's recuperating, and he's also talking a little bit about his tour in Abu Dhabi, and so yeah, it'll be good to see him back soon, whenever that is. I don't remember if they said it was next week or what, but yeah, I'm sure he's gonna want his revenge soon on Owens. Next is a debut from someone that a lot of fans, including myself, have been eagerly awaiting, was Solomon Crowe. His in-ring debut against Bull Dempsey. And this match was actually pretty good. Not that I didn't think it was going to be, but just thinking of who Solomon Crowe was going up against. Bull Dempsey actually was kicking his butt through a good chunk of the match, but then Solomon Crowe came back and had a very interesting finisher. It's something I've seen him use, but it's been such a long time since I've seen him in the ring. It was like a slingshot, bounced off the rope, and then like slammed himself like a splash on Bull Dempsey. But how he landed looked a little awkward, and then pinned him. It didn't look like, because Solomon Crowe's he's a muscular guy, but he's not a big guy. So to have him do a finisher on a huge guy like Bull Dempsey, it didn't come across as like, oh, that really got him, But nonetheless, not knocking Solomon Crowe, just the finisher just looked Strange being not a huge guy like Bull Dempsey. But I think they wanted him to go over with the crowd to have him defeat a big guy like Bull. So I understand why they did that. Good match though. Great to see Solomon Crow. Hopefully, things go well for him on the NXT roster here on TV from here forward. So congratulations, Solomon Crow, on your debut. And last but not least, we have the main event, which is Sasha Banks, the champ, versus Charlotte wanting her rematch. Absolutely incredible women's match. Just bar none, the match of the episode, and certainly deserved to be the headliner. There has been some rumblings throughout the IWC about the hashtag Give Divas a Chance. It happened a few weeks ago when they basically had a squash match, the Bellas against Emma and Paige. The match was like less than 30 seconds long, and that upset a lot of fans. And Vince McMahon's reply to that was, keep watching. And I brought this up on the podcast the other night with the guys, asking them, do you think he had this match in mind when he said, keep watching? He could have just said that for the sake of, hey, he's the head of the company. He's responding to his fans like, hey, hang in there. The Divas are going to have something special coming up soon, or was this what he was talking about? Because not everybody has the network. Not everybody knows about this match. But, for those that do, I'm sure certainly enjoyed this match. And Sasha Banks retained. She's still the NXT Women's Championship. Partway through the match, we had a little promo talking about how Owens was going to defend his championship against Balor March 25th. And that is literally a few days before WrestleMania, because I think WrestleMania is, I gotta flip my calendar here, 29th? Yeah, 29th. So that Wednesday before WrestleMania, they're going to have the championship challenge of Finn Balor versus the champ, Kevin Owens. And then it went back and finished the women's match. So, so we've got another almost a month to wait for that. But nonetheless, will be great to see that. So yeah, good episode. Great to see Solomon Crow debut. Good tag match. Baron Corbin killing them every week, and certainly last but not least, the I keep wanting to call them divas, but they're not divas. I don't want to call them divas, because they're better than divas, honestly. Sasha Banks and Charlotte tore the house down. Had a great match. So, let me know what you thought. Great episode. And can't wait to see what happens between Riley and Owens soon. I'm sure he'll get his hands on them a few weeks from now. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.